What's happening, everybody? You know what time it is. It's your boy Keenan. Keenan just felt like cooking. You know, we rolling on a Sunday, nice and sunny out. You know, can't go nowhere. But you know, I'm in the house, so I don't need to have no mask on right now. But I'm gonna put a little twist on a little something that I did before in the earlier video, but I'm doing like a remix. I did a chicken fried steak, a little gravy, all that. This time I'm about to flip it out. I'm gonna do my grilled chicken fried steak. Check it. So here we go. This is that cube steak. Got these bad boys on sale. Got about 8 of them. Now we're gonna season them up. We only gonna use one thing to season them up. Something I got in the mail. Something I'm very proud to hold. Oh yeah. We're gonna season up with your boy Warren G's Sniffing Griffin OG rub. That's all I'm using. I'm gonna season my meat up with this. We're gonna grill it up real quick, get a nice good smoky taste on there. Then we're gonna let it cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and get the F.E.F method. And of course, the flour that I'm gonna be dredging them in is gonna have this seasoning in it to reinforce the flavor. You always wanna season your flour when you're doing any kind of breading. So I'm gonna get these bad boys seasoned up. And we're gonna get them on some smoke, grill them up, let them cool, get a nice gravy together. And I'm gonna put a twist on this gravy. I'm gonna do this chorizo gravy to go on top of this bad boy. But as you can see, we got these bad boys seasoned with Warren G's Sniffing Griffin OG rub, Hip Hop Pioneer, and a Pitmaster to the shrimp. And this stuff smells and tastes amazing. When I got it in the mail yesterday, man, I sprinkled this bad boy in a couple French fries, and it took it to a whole new level. So I'm gonna season up the other side. Let's get these bad boys on some smoke. Back in a minute. We got this bad boy. We got it nice and smoky here. Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and take these cube steaks that I seasoned up with that Sniffing Griffin's OG rub. I don't think I ever seen anybody grill a cube steak. Usually people is frying these bad boys up and turning them into some good chicken fried steak. I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna throw them on. I'm gonna get some grill on them first. That's your boy. I like grilling, and I'll grill anything just to see what it tastes like. Yeah, so it's been about a minute, and these bad boys usually cook quick. Oh, look at that. Boy, that rub. Look at that. Alright, so these steaks is pulled. As you can see, they are seasoned. The Sniffing Griffin Barbecue OG rub. I don't know. Yeah. That's your boy Warren G. Nice little story on here. I mean, that's cool. That's just kind of reminds you of your own childhood right there. And since the fire was still hot, I had a few of these right here. Kamyenjan Chinese style sausages. Product of the USA. Okay. But I grilled these bad boys up. We all familiar with these. Typical Chinese sausage you find in like a pancit or any kind of Asian dish. The sweet sausage, you wonder like, oh, what's that? Where can I get it? Well, here you go. It's like this one, and it's like a white pack too. They're both good. One thing I will say, these have a lot of grease. A lot of grease. You can't start a grease fire with these. If you're not watching them while you're grilling them and you just throw them on there, think they're gonna cook like some hot links, then you're sadly mistaken. And if you don't let them cool, you will burn the hell out of your mouth. So here are these steaks. We're about to get ready to bread it up. So this is the first round of flour. That's just plain flour. Then we're gonna dip in the egg. Then we're gonna get in our second round of flour. But like I mentioned, like you should always do, when you're on your second round of flour, season it. I don't care if it's salt and pepper. Whatever you season your meat with, you can season it because it'll definitely reinforce the flavor. So of course, I got that OG rub. So I'm gonna definitely season this up with some of that OG rub. We're gonna put about 2.5 tablespoons up in there, maybe a little more. Alright, so we got these bad boys rested. And you know what? The tongs is going to take my breading off. We're only going to do 2 at a time. We're going to sit there and let them do their thing. And I'll be back when I'm pulling out the last batch so you can see them all. Well, no, actually, I'm going to show the first batch when I'm done. So we got it going in here. Look at that. That's the boy Warren G's rub right there. Man, that dish is just, look at the color on this. Go the rest of them. Let me get that right there. So we got this chorizo going. And we're going to cook this down to make sure we get all that good oil right there. And that's some of the oil we're going to use to make the gravy. So to start up this gravy, that's the grease from the chorizo. And then I'm adding like 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're definitely going to get this moving around. Oh yeah. Smells good. With the chorizo and the butter. So while this is melting, I got a shallot that I diced up. And we're going to get that to moving. We're going to get that all coated in the fat. Just to add a nice subtle flavor to it. You know, chorizo got a lot of flavor. But when we add the milk, of course that's going to bland it out. So we're going to reinforce that with that OG rub. And that's going to give it a lot of flavor. The OG rub is good. Alright, so let me turn this fire down some. And we're going to add this chorizo back in here. It's already done. I just took it out so it wouldn't burn while the skillet was sitting off to the side. We got some additional butter in there. And we're going to let this cook down, render out the rest of that fat in there. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons, 2.5 tablespoons of flour. And then some milk. So let's get this flour. Here's 1 tablespoon. Here's another tablespoon. And a half. So we got the flour mixed in with the chorizo and the butter and the chorizo fat and the shallot that's in there. So now we're just gonna add some good old milk. And I'm not measuring the milk. I just go to how much gravy I want, and you're not gonna know the thickness until it comes to a boil. So that's probably like 2.5, 3 cups of milk right there. I would say 2.5. So I'm gonna sit here and keep stirring this and make sure there's no clumps and let it come to a boil. And then we're gonna be back with a plate with some good chorizo gravy. So we got these bad boys done. And they are good, good, good. I mean, they are crispy. I mean, look at the breading on that. Look at the seasoning. I mean, look at that. That came out good. Breading stayed, so I knew what I was doing. Seasoned with that Warren G Sniffing Griffin OG rub. And what I'm throwing on these steaks right here is some good chorizo gravy that I made. This stuff tastes good too. I put about a tablespoon, after I added the milk and everything, I put about a tablespoon of the OG rub in there. So that is good. Look at that. Look at the color of that gravy from the chorizo. It just goes good with the color of the rub. So I went ahead and cut me a piece. I want y'all to see the inside of that meat. You see the breading. Chorizo gravy, man, look at that. Let's get a bite. That right there. That right there said it all. I don't know what it was, but that was the chorizo gravy, man. Whoever thought would have made a chorizo gravy? I don't know if I've ever seen that. So, if you've seen it somewhere before, before you saw me do it, I didn't see it. So, this is the first time I ever did a chorizo gravy, and I'm definitely going to do it again for something. All right, go ahead and wrap this up, and appreciate everybody liking and subscribing. Right now, I'd like to thank all the subscribers I have, all my friends and family, all the people who I don't know all around the world. One, the boy really appreciates that. And they try Warren G's rub. They got another one and then some sauces. I gotta get some of them sauces and get that beef rub. Alright, the boy Keenan. Keenan just felt like cooking. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. I got a few TikTok videos up there. Also, I got a Facebook page. It's under my name, Keenan Alforti. Definitely post stuff on there, and got plenty of food videos. Before I even started YouTube, I got some videos on there. And everybody be safe out there. Let's get through this last little month. Hopefully this is the last month of quarantine. Wear your face mask. Wash your hands.